Yo, yo, yo. What's good, folkers? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at in the world. This is Tyrants Bane. Welcome to the Definition of Anarchy channel. And today is March 16th, 2021, on a Tuesday. Yeah. It was rainy yesterday. Now we got clear skies. Looks beautiful outside. You know, I'm at work getting it in. But I wanted to start off by saying rest in peace to Marvelous Marvin Hagler, who passed away on March 13th, 2021 of this year. Okay. What they're saying is he died from natural causes, but what's interesting to me is what Hitman Tommy Hearns mentioned hours before his death. Now, a little bit of backstory on Marvelous Marvin Hagler. He was a U.S. boxer, a black U.S. boxer, one of the best to ever do it. He had mad skills. He could fight off. He could fight in any stance, whether it be orthodox or southpaw, and he can switch stances mid combo, and while going on the defense, he could switch stances and get those angles. You know what I'm saying, and just come at angles that cats wasn't ready for, and that's what made him one of the greats. He was just a great all-around boxer, and he knew how to throw combos together. He was a beast. And one of the best fights I've ever seen was between him and Hitman Tommy Hearns in the 80s. I mean, they both went hard in the paint. They're both very skilled boxers, and they came together for a marvelous clash, okay? So, just much respect to Marvelous Marvin Hagler and his family. Much condolences to them. But what's interesting is what Hitman Tommy Hearns said hours before Marvin Hagler's death. He went on Twitter and mentioned that Marvin Hagler was in the ICU fighting the side effects from the Modelo 19 Hokey Pokey. Yes. He said he was fighting the side effects of the Modelo 19 Hokey Pokey that Marvin Hagler was in the ICU. I didn't know that until yesterday. And so I looked it up, and, apparently he came back, so-called anti-vaxxers. That's what they like to call people who question the safety and the efficacy of vaccines. He came out and said, how could people do that? Why are they focusing on that when this great man passed away? And I would have to agree to it to a certain extent. And of course, they're going to try to make anti-vaxxers look wild and crazy and kind of cold-hearted and disrespectful. So they will do anything to just destroy the credibility of anti-vaxxers and anything that they research and bring forth to the people for their consumption. But he didn't say that he didn't mean what he said. He just said, why are they focusing on that? And it's also interesting to note that the wife of Marvin Hagler came out and said that was a stupid statement or something like that, and he didn't die of the hokey pokey. But what's even more interesting to me is I can't find anything to confirm that he actually took the hokey pokey. Okay, his wife didn't say whether or not he took it. She just said it didn't kill him, but she did say he died of natural causes. Which, I mean, what could that mean, right? Well, who knows what that means? From what I understand, he had no history of any illness, no cancer, no underlying conditions, or whatever the case may be. But yet he passed. So I'm interested to know, did he actually take the hokey pokey, or was Tommy Hearns, why would Tommy Hearns make something up like that? Why would he lie? Was he lying? Was he mistaken? They had a relationship ever since, before they fought and after they fought. So having this relationship with Marvin, you would think that he'd know a little bit of something about him, right? I mean, I don't know. Look what happened with Satchel Paige right? When he took the hokey pokey, it was basically, he put it out there for the world to know. Like, look, I'm just trying to help black people understand how safe it is. Then he passed away. And they said the same thing about him, that it wasn't the hokey pokey. Now, interesting to know that natural death causes are back, right? Before the hokey pokey in 2020, any natural death essentially was assigned to Modelo 19. I mean, you're talking about 500K deaths associated with Modelo 19 by the authorities. Okay. The cold disappeared. The flu disappeared. All these different respiratory illnesses disappeared. Okay. And so when, before the hokey pokey came out, they had no problem assigning a death to the hokey pokey. But ever since the hokey pokey came out and Biden became president, got inaugurated, a lot of things shifted, including the method by which a diagnosis is achieved. Okay. Much more strict, much more conservative diagnostic rules laid down by the WHO. And I talked about that in the video. So a lot of things it's just crazy. Okay. You have the president, excuse me, you have people begging people to get the hokey pokey. If the hokey pokey was so efficient and so safe, why would you need to beg people to get it? Why would you need to force people to get it? Why would you need to incentivize people in a way to get it? Why would you say, oh, well, if you don't get the hokey pokey, you can't go to a concert, you can't go to a football game, you can't get on a plane, you can't go into a business, you can't go to work, you can't go to school. If it was so efficient and so safe, you would not need to do all that. And so every time something like this happens, when someone passes away after getting the hokey pokey, you know, they'll say, oh, we're investigating. It had nothing to do with the hokey pokey, this, that, and the third, even though multiple people who got the hokey pokey and passed away had issues with their platelets. All right. So correlation doesn't equal causation, but you have to look at the associating factors, right? You have to look at the relating factors. The platelet loss, that's a key one. Anaphylactic shock, all this other shit, you know, the allergic reactions they say you can get from the hokey pokey. So when you look at all that and you look at how people passed away after getting it, when before they were essentially healthy, you know what I mean? Come on. How much do we need to see? And let's not just talk about the deaths. Let's talk about all the other injuries, right? All the Bell's palsy, the this, the that. And when we're also talking about a program, right? This is what Moderna calls its hokey pokey. They call it a program, a software, an application that goes into your DNA and writes instructions. Guess what happens if if the instructions are off, if the code for the instructions are off by one digit or whatever? It can cause mutations, which can create problems for you. So when you have all this bundled up into a nice little package with a bow on top and given to the people, it's no wonder people don't want to get this hokey pokey. It's no wonder that especially black people are very leery of this hokey pokey. And Trump supporters, right? They say Trump supporters are leery of it. And so you have the CDC director and all these people begging, or Anthony Fauci begging Trump supporters to get the hokey pokey. And you have Anthony Fauci saying you need to listen and do what the hell we tell you to do in regards to this hokey pokey. You understand what I'm saying? So now we have another legend. We have a legend in a boxer by the name of Marvelous Marvin Hagler, who passed away mysteriously. They say by natural causes, right? You know, okay, people die at age 66. But then when you have one of his best friends in the world, Hitman Tommy Hearns, coming out saying he's fighting the side effects of the hokey pokey hours before he dies, it makes you wonder. And his wife coming out and saying, yo, this is not how he died. I mean, all due respect to her, I'm going to have to be suspicious of this one. And so this is a further confirmation for me that I will never, you hear me, never get the hokey pokey. You understand what I'm saying? I will never get it. There will be no convincing. I don't care what I have to do. If I have to never go to a concert again, if I have to never go to a football game again, if I have to separate myself from society to a degree to not get this hokey pokey, then hey, it is what it is. I don't care if a very small percentage of people who get the hokey pokey suffer side effects or die or suffer adverse effects. I don't care. You know, you want to take that chance? You want to take the chance that you won't be one of those small percentage of people to suffer from adverse effects from the hokey pokey? I know I'm not. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Do you think that he passed from the hokey pokey, or do you think he just died of that? Do you think it's just a coincidence that he died hours after Tommy Hearns said that he was fighting the side effects of the hokey pokey? Y'all let me know in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe. Get this information out there. I will leave a link in the description box, and I will also leave a link to my book, The Seeds of Dark Matter, Disease, on Amazon. And I'll also leave my PayPal in case you guys want an autographed copy of the book for $12, okay? Just leave a note saying, boom, leave a note with the $12 saying that you want an autographed copy, and I'll get it cracking. I have yet to actually leave a link, even after I said for several videos. I promise I'll leave a link this time. Much love. Like, share, subscribe. And yeah, check out my book. If you want to support me, you want to support the channel, you like what I'm doing, you like the information I'm putting out there, then let me know. And also, shout out to Derek C. Williams, who sent me a video yesterday that I have to complete watching. It's very interesting, having to do with some information a doctor has about the hokey pokey and how it may cause bigger problems than it's supposed to solve. So anyway, like, share, subscribe. I'm going to do a video on that a little later. And yeah, I'll holler at y'all later. Much love. Peace out.